Hi, good morning, guys. Welcome to NextGen IT Courses. So today we are starting session for combination of CCNA, Palo Alto, and Fortinet. We have our trainer with us, Mr. Ahmad, who is having more than 11 years of experience, and he's expert in networking and network security area. So hi, Ahmad sir, how are you?
Hi everyone. So yes, I'm good.
So yes, Ahmed sir, we can start the session. You can interact with the students. We can discuss their profile and we can guide them what courses are good for them and how they can boost their career in network and network security.
Okay.
Yeah, over to you.
Yeah. So let me first introduce myself. I am Ahmad Khan, having 11 plus years of experience in networking and security domain, and I have worked in the data centers, some financial institutions, and some factory-like setup, which is we call as ICS, industrial security setup, for network perspective. And these three all domains are different setup having in terms of the networking infrastructure. These all three companies have. So I have vast knowledge of data center architecture, plus how we secure the financial institutions, their data centers, and how the factory network works, a big factory. And I have knowledge of routing, switching, and firewall as well. I am a CCNP certified, also certified in FortiGate and Palo Alto. And there is also a cloud-based, proxy-based firewall, which is Zscaler. I also have expertise on that one. So, can you guys please introduce yourself and let us know? I mean, let us know each other. From what field we came from and how much experience do we have in the field of networking and security, so that I can understand how I can teach all of you guys in a I mean balanced manner. So I can see in my screen first is Abhiram. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Ahmed.
Yeah.
My name is Abhiram.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm working as a desktop support engineer in one of the healthcare company.
Okay.
Having experience of 1 year, 4 months. I'm trying to look switch to other one like regarding to network. So that
Mhm.
was the reason I have joined this one.
Okay. Vinay. You are not audible, Vinay. Okay, let's move to Anand.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, yes. Uh, who's
Hi,
there?
Ahmed. Uh,
Okay,
Vinay
okay,
this side.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm working as a support engineer from last 2 years. So I
Hmm.
just want to upgrade my skills with the CCNA and want to go in the security.
Okay,
So that's why I.
okay, okay. Understood.
Yeah.
So, Anand, hello. Anand, are you there? Anand, Ravi, Rahul, anyone can speak up. Ashok, Sanjay.
Hi, sir. Hi, Ahmed, sir. My name is Mohit.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually, I'm working as a desktop support engineer only, and my
Hmm.
location is Delhi. So right now, I'm looking for this networking and firewall part.
Okay.
So that is why I'm here. And also I want to know about, after completing these courses, how I can go to 15 to 20 LPA. Right now I'm getting a decent package which is around 6 only. So may I know which courses I need to select?
See, the course which you are enrolled for is I mean, enough to get this package what you want, but the only thing is you must have experience, right? You must have hands-on technical experience, then company pays you this much big package. So based on the technologies, you must have some experience also. So first you will learn, and then you will get some hands-on, then slow gradually you can move.
Yes, okay sir, that's why I'm here, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so I understand that most of the guys here are from either desktop IT support, local IT support. Anyone student here which don't have any of the knowledge of about networking and IT infrastructure? Silence means no. So I think all of us have basic understanding about the devices which are being used in the networking, right? Guys, let's make it interactive so that the questions will come up and I can answer them. So do you know about the courses, what we are going to learn? Anyone can speak up?
Yes, CCNP and firewall related.
We are going to learn CCNAs and FortiGate and Palo Alto. These three
Okay.
technologies we will be learning, right? And what are the course content? You know, anyone? Okay,
Like
so yeah,
network
please.
devices,
Mm-hmm.
switches,
Mm-hmm.
routers, configurations, and
Mm-hmm.
regarding this Palo Alto firewall, how we configure,
Yeah,
and some putty related to connect
yeah.
the server.
Mm-hmm.
I only know these things.
Putty, sorry, FortiGate also, right?
Yeah.
So let me introduce first what are the course curriculum we will be covering in the CCNA part. We will first learn the CCNA, then we'll go to either FortiGate or Palo Alto. There is no such big difference. Both are different vendors having some minor different technologies they are using, but overall they are firewall, next generation firewall. So first we will start with our Cisco CCNA part. What we will be covering is we will introduce how LAN, WAN, and MAN works in companies, in data centers, and in your corporate office, use of networking, wired media, and what are the network devices like routers, layer 2 and layer 3 switches, servers, how servers interact with networking devices, what are access points, of course, firewall, gateways, and VPN technologies. In then we will, see how the enterprise network is being designed, like what is tier 2 architecture, what is tier 3 architecture, spine leaf architecture. And then we will move to WAN overview, how WAN works, and of course the fundamentals of the networkings like TCP/IP model and OSI model, on the basis of which the entire network architecture is being built. OSI is a reference model, not in the practice. TCP/IP is a model which is being practiced, but it is a reference model, and we still generally use this model to 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 communicate each other with in terms of language what we use in the field of networking. right? And then we will learn how do we do IP addressing, IPv4 and IPv6. What is ARP? What is reverse ARP? What is proxy ARP? And what is the packet flow inside the network? I mean, when you type a website or hit any IP address from your browser or putty, how it will flow to the destination. I mean, this answer can be finished in within a 1 minute, and it can take up to 1 hour to explain. So we will learn the packet flow also. What is TCP, UDP, how they are different, why they get used differently for different applications. What is DNS, how we control and configure our Cisco devices from CLI. What is spanning tree, how do it works. STP, we have CST, PBST, PBST plus, and we have port securities over there also. How root bridge election done, and how we configure it. Then VLAN trunking, how do trunk works, how do VLAN interact with each other through the trunk ports, what are access port, what are trunk ports, what are native VLANs, what is DTP, right? And how we configure inter-VLAN routing, what is router on a stick, how do we do layer 3 switching, how we configure ether channel ports. Ether channel, anyone of you know ether channel? What is ether channel?
Is it like Ethernet cable or saying?
Ether channel is I mean, we if we require redundancy and we want to increase bandwidth in a limited capacity of switch, we combine two ports, and that and those two ports becomes a virtual port. Like if one port have 1 Gbps and another is also 1 Gbps, then that virtual port will have 2 Gbps, and traffic will go through that port, 2 Gbps virtual port. So that's ether channel. We will also learn that
Is
what
it
is
like
S.
load balancer like that?
No, not load balancer.
Okay.
Yeah, we will explain it in future. And we will learn how SVI works, switched virtual interface, IPv6 addressing, of course. And we will also see some cabling stuff, like what kind of cables do we use, what kind of ports do we use in the networking, and which device supports which cable and which port. Either it is RJ45 or it is a fiber cable, SFP port, all this stuff.
Yeah, hi, Ahmed sir. Sorry to interrupt you. You can
Mhm.
share your screen and so that session can be more interactive, right?
Okay, I mean share the slides, right?
Yes, yes, slides
Okay,
or
okay.
the content you can share.
Okay, okay, let me do it. Is this visible to all of you now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the topics we will cover. You can see IPv4 addressing, I have already explained you, and then DHCP we will cover. These are the topics. How we configure the DHCP client and server, what is DHCP relay agent, What is DHCP snooping? You guys can Google it after the session. This is the thing we really deal within our enterprise infrastructure. And these are the stuff regarding the IPv4 addressing. What is CIDR, FLSM, VLSM, right? And NAT, how NAT works, what is static NAT, what is dynamic NAT, what is port address translation. And in terms of NAT, there is also two type of NATs, which is source and destination NAT, right? So we will also learn that. And how do we configure switches and networking devices to get the access of those through telnet and SSH. DHCPs we covered here, and these are the things of wireless technology we will be covering. So these will be the module, networking fundamentals, and then switching part, then routing, IPv4, and networking security and automation is also part of CCNA now. So we will be learning some introductory automation stuff there in this course. And of course, we will do it in the packet tracer or GNS or even G software. So you guys can search packet tracer. It is free to download, and you can download it on your laptop so that in free time you can practice the labs. GNS is also somewhat free, but the iOS images you have to find somewhere on the Google, or if I can help, I can provide you also. We will learn the troubleshooting steps there in the lab. So we will be covering in the CCNA part. Let me open a slide for another module.
Ahmed, one doubt. Before starting this course, we need to learn any server related things like you said this DHCP, DNS, everything, no?
No, nothing. You all just have to be familiar with the networking devices. I mean, basic networking devices like what is a switch, and how it works, what is a hub, what is a router, just general understanding, then so that you can understand how we will be learning in the future lessons in this training. So
Okay.
just have the knowledge of how we are interacting right now in the Zoom. I mean, we each of us are on our laptops, and laptop is being connected to our ISP router, and then this internet thing behind that. So some of you have connected with the LAN cable, and that goes to your hub, which is called a dump switch, and then it connects to your ISP router. So just basic things you have to know, and we are good here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, give me some time. Okay, so I have now FortiGate training module with me. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Okay, so what we will be covering in terms of FortiGate, before moving to FortiGate and Palo Alto as a technology, as a vendor, in the CCNA, we will understand how firewall works, what are firewalls, and what are the functionality of firewalls, and then we will move further with these two vendors, Fortinet and Palo Alto. And why we are focusing Fortinet and Palo Alto in this module, because these are the two main vendors who provide hardware firewall solution to industries, which is being majorly used. Even starting off my career till now, I am still dealing with these devices, and these devices are there before even I was uh, started learning regarding the networking. So these are very old vendors, Fortinet and Palo Alto, but old, but they are very modern in terms of technology they are using right now. So they are still being used in the industries, and this is very important to get the knowledge of these two firewalls in terms of I mean, growing your career in terms of networking and security. So what we will be covering here in this FortiGate module is how do we manage and configure firewall. I mean, how do we take web console, how do we configure management interface, and how do we take the CLI of these firewalls, and then we will learn design and implement secure architecture. How do we build a network that is sitting behind the firewall, and how do we protect that internal firewall of our organization on which we are working, right? And then we will move to monitor, analyze, and report threats. So the firewall does not only do a job of a watchman, like don't go or just I mean, it let go you or it don't let go you. It also keep tracks of who is passing the device and why it is passing the device, and is this traffic which is coming through me is legitimate or not. So these all things will come under the module of monitor, analyze, and reporting of the threats. And how do we work in the SOC environment, that I will also let you know. And so I will also let you know this will be covered till FortiGate NSE 4, this course, and then I will let you know how you can move further with NSE 7 also. And we'll introduce with the for different vendors like Fortinet, Checkpoint, and other Cisco devices, which is being used in terms of firewall. This is the introduction about course, who can learn from, who can learn and what can learn from these courses. We talk about job after Fortinet training, of course, with the hands-on and with the um, lab exercise and with the theoretical point of view. So far, you can be a firewall support engineer, network security administrator, threat intelligence analyst. That's a purely a SOC thing. Security operations center, you will do this stuff. Security consultant, this is also a part of security. IT infrastructure security specialist, and security solutions architect. So salaries, these are the salaries, salary ranges, what you can get when you get expertise in these firewall technologies also. So, but this package can vary depending upon the city your company is and the size of your company, and of course the city in which you are going to apply. So this can vary. It's, I mean, not written on the rock, you know. So it depends on city and company size and the organization also. And the course will be, sorry for this, Monday to Friday. We will be learning in this weekend, so this will be a weekend course, and I will let you know how much time it can take. what we will be covering in this course. So we will be focusing on NSE-4, which is a Fortinet certification. And any of you, if you want to do certification, this course will also help you. And if you don't want to do certification, but you need knowledge of FortiGate devices, till what is being covered till NSE-4 will be covered in this course. So these are the different courses, different certification courses from FortiGate provided to all of us is NSE-1. These are the topics here for NSE-1. Then we have NSE-2, NSE-3, and NSE-4. And 1, 2, and 3 is absolutely free to do certification from FortiGate website. We will discuss this in future also. And this one is paid, NSE-4. Here you can see NSE-1 is free, 2, 3, and NSE-4 is paid. So in depth, we will learn in the future. FortiGate Security Part 1, Introduction to FortiGate Firewall, how FortiGate Firewall works, how it is being different from other firewalls, what are firewall policies, how they will be applied, and what effect it applies on the traffic which is passing from the firewall, how NAT works in terms of firewall authentication, logging and monitoring, how we log the traffic logs, how we monitor it, SSL VPN. Anyone is aware of VPN? Not specific to SSL VPN, just VPN.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
In our company, we use Global Protect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's been provided by Palo Alto.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then we will see security policies, how antivirus, web filtering, and application control and IPS works on FortiGate. This module you will see on almost every vendor, because this is a part of next generation firewall model. So everyone is adopting that, and you can see this option there. Okay. Deepak is telling me that sound is not proper. So is this true? I mean, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah, you
sir.
are audible.
Clear?
Now audible.
Okay.
Yeah, now audible. Now audible. Okay.
Okay.
One more doubt that AI is going to affect this field, like AI is going to affect this coding like skills, but is it going to affect this network related thing?
I mean, what effect? What kind of effect?
Like doing automation in networking.
No, see, the automation part if in networking is very mild, not the hardcore coding you have to do. There are some easy language like Ansible, Terraform, and all these stuff I will be covering in the future. So this is very easy. I mean, not so much stuff, but still you have to practice it.
Oh.
That's what your question, right?
Automation is related to Python. Automation, the network automation, is it related to Python?
See, Python is a tool or language which can be used to automate network, but this is not the only thing which is being used in the automation, right? The Python can be used. There is NetMigo and Terraform
VB6,
and
sir, VB6.
no, not VB6.
Is it possible? It is possible. VB6 is applicable. for automation?
In my experience, I did not use yet VB and all this stuff. The main the automation tools are being used in the industry are mainly the Python and Terraform, and in somewhat NetMego and Ansible mostly. So these are the main mild programming languages are being used in the network automation. Let me share the slides for Palo Alto. Okay, so then we will move to Palo Alto, either after FortiGate to Palo Alto or Palo Alto FortiGate. That I will decide on basis of the how hard those things can be to introduce to you, because I just want to introduce you the easiest part first, then we'll gradually move. The same stuff here, pathway for Palo Alto, network security, security engineer at Palo Alto, cybersecurity analyst, firewall engineer, security architect, all this stuff. So these fields in which you can work after having the expertise on FortiGate and Palo Alto. And this is the module what we will be. Are you able to completely see the shared screen, or some drop down is also appearing here?
Yeah, we are able to see the screen.
Okay. So in module 1, we will be learning network and firewall basics. So this will be a refresher for us, because we already we at that time we had already learned about the basic networking and stuff in the CCNA and FortiGate. So this will be very easier for you for us. And then firewall deployment and administration. These will be the structure. Module 3, security policies and net configuration, app ID and content filter. So this is application control in terms of when we talk about the NextGen firewall as an architecture, but Palo Alto calls it app ID and content ID, right? So it is also same as FortiGate's application control and content filtering. Module 6, we will learn VPN configuration, then threat prevention and advanced security features. See, we have IPS here also, antivirus and anti-spamware protection. Wildfire is a technology provided by Palo Alto, and so I will introduce this to you as well. How we will configure the firewall in high availability, and how we will tune the performance between two pair of firewalls, and then logging, monitoring, and reporting, like we earlier discussed on FortiGate part. What is SIM, how it will work, what is SNMP, and what are the roles of these two protocols in terms of capturing logs from firewall and network devices. Then we will do some hands-on lab. So just basic slides here. So these topics will be covered in the training we will be doing within our next 4 to 6 months. So in terms of duration, this can either be somewhat more than 6 months, or it can be less than 6 months, but I mean not it is the fixed, like it will be have to complete within 6 months. I mean, we will cover all of the modules, right? So we don't skip anything.
What are the timings of course?
Timings,
Uh,
can
yeah.
yeah.
So we have a weekend and weekday both timings available. Saturday, Sunday 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if it's weekday, it will be 9 p.m. Monday to Friday 9 p.m. And Saturday, Sunday 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And if it's a 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So these are timing on Saturday, Sunday weekend batch.
Okay.
Any questions from anyone of?
One more doubt that currently we are working in one particular role now. So we are learning this course after completion of this course. So the team will provide some placements. But in the
Mhm.
interviews, they will ask, like you have worked as a desktop support engineer. You have taken the course, but you don't have any work experience in that particular company or in particular role. So how can we expect a job in that one?
See, this thing is, I mean, not only with few of us. It's a global scenario. I mean, I know some colleagues of mine also in my company who were working in local IT and desktop support and now being promoted to network, and they are working with within my team. And I also know some other colleagues in India as well. They were in the local IT and desktop support and now being promoted to networking. So see, you can gain theoretical knowledge, but you will have to practice the things on your own lab, right? There are resources like Packet Tracer, GNS3, EVNG, and you have to practice things on the device on the devices on emulated environment. And interviewer knows from where you are coming, right? You are coming from local IT, so he knows that he might or might not have hands-on experience on firewall or Cisco router or switches. So he understand that, and he can ask you whether you have worked on any kind of the environment. So you can explain them that uh, I have multiple labs created on my virtual environment, and I have done this, I have done this. You can explain the scenarios, like I have configured source net, destination net, I have configured this policy on the firewall, I have done this routing on the router, I have done this switching thing on the switches on my lab. So interviewer just want your knowledge, how knowledgeable you are. Of course he knows that you are coming from a different background, so they can consider it, right? And I mean, they don't expect much, as I understand, when we are switching from any different domain to different domain. So don't worry about that, just do your practice. And one thing you can also do is even if you have practiced on your lab, you can tell them you have actually worked on the environment in your company in that way, and that won't be a lie, because you really worked on the GNS, I mean GNS or EVNG or some emulator labs. You have hands-on experience on those labs, but you just have to tell that, okay, I have there is a device and I have worked on that, I have done that, and I have done that. So basically, the things you have done on your lab, you can tell them that I have done this stuff on my company's small setup or something like that. So this can be a trick.
Hello,
Okay.
sir. Is it possible GNS3 free version? I have no GNS3 free version. Is it payable?
No, it's not paid. It's a free software, but the iOS and the images what will be used in the GNS, somewhat they are paid, but pirated version are available there, so we can download that. Don't worry about that. I will help you on that part. Just do one thing for now. You all guys can simply download a packet tracer, Cisco packet tracer, which is a free tool, and do some explore some options on the packet tracer, because we will be first starting from packet tracer.
From packet tracer, I cannot proper configure for Fortinet Firewall or Palo Alto.
No, you cannot
It is
configure firewall and firewall things. You can only configure switches and routers there.
yes.
Your voice is a bit uh, fluctuating.
GNS3 required is uh, in GNS platform. I can apply Fortinet Firewall or Palo Alto. Is it?
Yes, yeah. In GNS and also in the EVENG, you can search that.
EV,
Yeah,
but
you can also.
uh, I have no in the search platform.
Sorry.
This
Sorry.
type of software I have.
Okay, don't worry about that. We can provide this in when we will be moving on the firewall stuff. And one more thing I would like to suggest all of you is it will cost you, but please keep your laptop healthy in terms of RAM. Okay, because when we will be moving to firewall stuff, the RAM mostly takes 4 GB of RAM to emulate a firewall in the GNS or EVNG. So when you will be practicing, you will need this.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Sir, if I have some knowledge about Fortinet firewall, such configured interface, configured DNS, by default is configured.
Your voice is fluctuating, Deepak, actually. Maybe your headset or your internet is.
If I have any chance, any chance for handling any other hardware device, just I have knowledge. Just see for step, just configure various interface, virtual interface, ESM zones, and VLAN, configure DNS, configure policy. Just this type of knowledge is sufficient for handling this type of device.
For networking, for firewall, right?
Is hurdle. I gathered this experience from YouTube. I cannot handling this type of device. Okay.
Okay. From where you have these type of knowledge? From
YouTube, but I cannot handling, but I cannot practicing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I got it. I got your point.
But
Like you have some knowledge about these technologies, but you haven't still worked on that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't worry about that.
I can log in. I can log in GUI mode. From GUI mode, I can collect IP address from CLI mode provided by DHCP, and it login from GUI mode, and uh, in this feature, in this scenario, I can configure interface. Number one, I can configure the DNS. I can configure various type of policies.
Okay.
This sufficient is required to configure virtual VLAN interface or zone. Thus, enough this
See,
this knowledge I gathered, but I can handling. I can now if I can a chance for service to handling the uh, any type of firewall device, I can handle.
okay, I got your point that you have some sort of knowledge on the firewall GUI and you have done some configuration there. But to be honest, this is not the only thing which will be only required to get the job on the security profile or uh, working profile for the firewall. You will have to, I mean, get some more knowledge about that, and we will be learning in these modules about those stuff. So it's just, I mean, what you have explained is just a single bucket of water from sea, right? And we will learn all the technologies what we will be using in our classes. And I will encourage all of you to install either EVNG or GNS into your laptop for practice. Images I can provide you.
I
When
have only packet tracer.
okay, no worries, no
CNS.
worries, no worries about that. I will provide in future. When we gradually move in the classes, I will provide you. Don't worry. Any other one?
Guys, we will provide you one portal access. In that, you will be receiving your Zoom ID and the recorded session for each and every lecture, plus PDF notes and handmade, notes by given, trainer. And obviously, the lab will teach you from the scratch level. And don't worry about that. We will help you for the resume at the level of international standards. Then we will help you for the LinkedIn optimization also. So don't worry, everything you are, like going to be receive under one roof will help you in each and every, like, roadway, right? Yeah. Yes, Praveen, you want to say something?
Bro, what is the course cost?
That we can, discuss after this session. Okay. Our counselor team will connect with you. Okay. And they will
Okay.
give you each and every clarity. Don't worry.
So he said that the trainer said that the almost it takes more than 6 months. Like he said, no. After completion of course, we are going to get interviews like that, or how? What is the way?
In between also, you will receive, interview calls. Okay. Will help you for that. And if you are attending one by one, let's say initially you are starting with the networking, then another firewall, then another firewall, then obviously it takes 6 months. But if you can manage one batch on weekend and one batch on weekdays, then you can cover up in less time, in 4 months also, right? Totally up to you how you are dedicating your time, right?
Okay, my doubt is that have you pastly placed this kind of things like one who's switching from one technology or another technology? Are you
Yeah.
only focusing on the graduates who are just passed away, real
No,
passed
no,
out
no. We have
recently?
multiple, like profile candidates who are fresher also, who are like working as a desktop engineer, IT support engineer, who are already working as a NOC engineer, or somebody's are like moving their career from, you can say, another domain to this IT domain. So we have multiple kind of, profiles, and we are serving all over like world, US, Canada, Australia, Middle East, India, obviously. So don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Ahmed sir, over to you now. You can, continue.
Just anticipating some, if anyone have some other questions, technical questions.
Bro, after completion of this course, so if we pass that interview or everything is done, so the people take me as a fresher or consider as a any other level.
In what profile you are currently working?
Desktop support engineer.
Desktop support, and how much experience do you have?
1 year 4 months.
1 year, 4 months. Okay, so you are not a fresher, okay, because you
No,
already
yeah,
have, yeah, already have experience.
yeah.
And the trick which I have told you, like you can, I mean, practice on the GNS and either
Okay,
UNG, and you can tell them that I have some hands-on knowledge within my company
okay.
on these stuff, so that can work.
Yeah, but okay, the what you answer say it right only. But if they done any background verification, but he only done the desktop side, not the network side, so it is like a faking the company, no?
No,
That one.
I mean,
Yeah,
see, you don't have to completely lie. I mean, your company have these stuff, right? But you are not
yeah,
working on them.
yeah, yeah.
Your company have some firewalls, your company have some access point and something like that.
Yes, yes.
And yes, so in they don't, I mean, investigate in this into this deep, like if he had worked on these technologies or not. They just verify, I mean, whether this employee was here working here, is the experience he had here is real or not. That's it. I mean, they won't, I mean, ask what kind of technology he has worked.
Okay.
Yep.
Even Abhiram, who is just moving to networking and network security, who have profile of desktop engineer, right? They are moving to this domain, right? Who are working as a IT support, they are moving to network engineer or network security. So you will
Okay.
not be considered as a fresher, okay? So don't worry about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, the little more I want to add in your question. As I explained, that everyone knows that the person he is switching from his current profile to the different one. So they understand that he must don't have much, I mean, exposure to hands-on exposure to this stuff. But they will check your knowledge for sure.
Okay. One more thing that are you placing in MNCs or startups or which one? As per past data, have you placed before?
It depends on your educational background as well, your current profile also. Okay, we are having connection with multiple companies, MNCs also, and enterprise level companies also. So
Okay.
yes, depending on your skills, we are giving you the opportunities. Okay.
Okay. Like, uh, can you say any companies like you placed them on that like any company names?
Yeah. Pardon, please.
Have you placed some people? Can you say some MNC companies? Have you placed that company names like anything?
Yes. Even the like Wipro as well, HCL as well.
Okay.
Okay. We have placed that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 100% placement guaranteed like program or
No,
I
no.
need to?
Guarantee is no one can provide you, right? Totally
Okay.
depends on your technical skills. Interview at the end
Okay.
you have to give, right? We can
Yeah.
prepare
Yeah.
you for
Mm.
everything, but at the end, technical skills you have to manage. Even we can arrange your first interview round with HR, but secondly,
Okay.
the technical skills you have to manage, right?
Yeah. One more dot. For example, if you failed in first interview, So are you going to provide second, third interview until I need to get the job in that particular company?
Yes,
Are
we
you
have that option. We have up to 3 interview scheduling plan also, up to 5 also. Okay. So
okay?
that will discuss after this class. Okay. Our counselor will connect to you regarding this.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Anyone else, if want to ask, Deepak, Ashok, Anand, Rahul, Ravi, Rohit, anyone who want to ask their doubts? Praveen, you are asking your average package. That depends on your skills and your previous experience also. From 4 LPA to, up to 12 LPA, you can expect after the learning of networking and network security firewalls. And depending on the companies also in which you are applying and the tier 1, tier 2 cities also, right? So that depends in every prospect, right?
Yeah, the course is totally online or offline is also there.
Yeah, it's totally
Mm.
online because we are
Okay.
serving all over the like world, and the students
Okay.
are from different locations. So offline is not possible, right, to provide the
Okay.
training by industry experts, right?
Yeah, but small doubt is that uh, these
Mm-hmm.
physical devices, no, like firewall, everything. So when we get the feel of that, how this going to happen,
I
how
can I
we'll
can answer
prepare.
this question. I can answer this question, but Ahmed sir will give you better answer on this because a network engineer cannot work on the hardware devices. They are managing the configuration from their system only. Ahmed sir,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
see, Abhiram, that's a good question you have asked.
Yeah.
Not every network and security engineer has, touched or feel the devices what is being used in the data center. Only the minimal firewall which is being used in the corporate office DC or any rack that you can check in within the companies, but the
Okay.
entire core devices which is being placed in the data center only. And not every network engineer or security engineer should have knowledge to see and feel and touch and do the cabling stuff. So you can be a good network engineer or security engineer without having your hands-on feel on that device. What you have to do is you have to do expertise on your CLI and GUI, like how you configure those devices. In real world scenario, a local IT guy will be there on the data center or where the device is placed. He can give you a normal SSH or GUI access to you, and then you have to do the stuff virtually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, this question is not very much valuable in terms of your work you will be working in the companies. So you have to be more knowledgeable and experienced in terms of your GUI and CLI configuration part, right?
Okay.
How do you configure, how do you take backups, how do you take logs, and uh, uh, how you interpret those logs if you are working in the SOC profile. So these stuff majorly being valued.
Oh,
And if you want to see different devices, we can search on the internet how they look, the device you are working, how it looks. Even sometimes I see 11 plus experience I have here, but still I didn't entirely touch or feel how the devices, most of the devices are there on which I am working since years, right? In my first company, and there was some sort of access to the data center and in the rack. So and that time those old devices I had access to touch and feel, but still now I have some different knowledge also on the F5 FortiGate, I mean F5 load balancers and other Zscaler technologies. So didn't touch that, but still I work on that on those technologies. So that will totally depend upon how you configure and how you manage those devices.
Okay. One more doubt that all these devices, these firewalls or everything, these are totally physical one or non-physical one? Small doubt. I have seen some switches, they are physical one, but these firewalls, all these are physical one or non-physical one? Like,
No. Firewalls, we have physical firewalls also in industries and virtual firewall as well. So in terms of Palo Alto and FortiGate, they provide hardware solution as well as they provide iOS, I mean the software, and you can install those software with within your server and you can run that server as a firewall.
okay,
So virtual solution is also there.
yeah. So what kind of roles we can expect after switching to this? Directly they will put in the project like that, or what we whether we need to monitor or what we need to do as a startingly.
It depends upon company because see service-based companies like Wipro, TCS, Infosys, all these companies, what they majorly do is they work on based on the projects, right? And there is project manager who will assign you the project and you have to work on those projects, but still you will be under monitoring, like how you are working, and gradually the work is being assigned to you. Even some experienced guys, like I know some architect level guys in my company also, like they have approx 20 years of experience, but still they don't have all of the access to all of the devices within the organization to configure and do the stuff starting from the day one. They take almost 3 to 6 months to get the employee handy on the technologies, then gradually they will provide the access and the roles.
Okay.
Yeah, it will not be like that. Okay, you have done this, you have done this, you have expertise in this, so this is the firewall, just do your stuff. They don't do like that.
Okay.
Yes, Praveen is asking in chat box that will this course will help in cybersecurity also?
See, cybersecurity is a very vast field, but the firewall technologies is also part of cybersecurity. So somewhat we will be touching the cybersecurity part as well, but there is a different part of cybersecurity which is being handled by SOC team. This is totally different, in which I mean white. I mean these security guys works on the basis of certified ethical hacker works. So those things are different. Analyzing logs and monitoring the devices into your infrastructure. So this is uh, segregated between multiple teams. The cybersecurity is a very big field. So yes, for some part we will be covering the firewall part. Actually, we will be covering this course of cybersecurity. This firewall comes under cybersecurity.
Yes, Ahmed sir, if you have some more time, then we can, teach some basics of networking if you can teach today. Otherwise, we can move the session by tomorrow, same time.
I think we can move it to tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. So guys, I hope your all queries are resolved. If you still have any question, please ask, and then we can summarize the session. Anyone? Sanjay, Rohit, Ravi, Niranjan, Deepak, Ashok. Okay. So we can, end up the session today, Ahmed sir, and we can, continue by tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
So all of these guys will be there, or
Yeah, some of the guys will, continue, and some of, more new joiners will be there also.
okay, okay.
Yes. So thank you guys for the time, and our team will connect with you regarding the admission process.
Okay.
Happy weekend,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.